Pantheon is an intimate blitz roller coaster located at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg in Williamsburg, Virginia. Today I will be talking about this absolutely amazing Intamin and why this is a top 5 coaster for me. So let's start off with the statistics of the ride. Pantheon reaches a top height of 178 feet. That is on the vertical spike going backwards. That's where you will reach your highest point of the ride. The ride reaches a top speed at 73 miles per hour. The ride's track length is 3,328 feet. The ride has 2 inversions, a 0G stall and a 0G winder. And the ride's duration is not listed on RCDB yet. So now let's talk about the ride itself. Pantheon is an absolutely amazing Intamin coaster. This ride is very intense, very fast-paced. It's whippy, it's aggressive, it's forceful. It's just overall a perfect coaster. I love this ride so much. I rode this just a couple of days ago, and I was absolutely blown away by it. I was expecting this to be in my top 10, but I wasn't sure about top 5. However, this did make my top 5. Why don't I show you guys what my first reaction after I got off this was, or after I got off my first ride on Pantheon, what my first reaction to it was. Oh my god, that was absolutely incredible. The airtime is ridiculously strong, it's intense, it's smooth, it's extremely forceful, probably one of the most intense coasters I've ever ridden. This is my number 3 overall, right behind I-305 and Steel Vengeance, but right in front of Lightning Rod. This thing is absolutely incredible and easily the best coaster here. Holy crap, that was insane. Yeah, so as you could see, I was absolutely shook by this ride. This thing is just absolutely crazy. That vertical spike going backwards actually gives some really solid floater airtime, like you're out of your seat for a bit on that spike. But the best part of the ride, I think this comes as no surprise, is that speed hill on the launch going backwards and going forwards. That is extremely strong, sharp ejector airtime. You are flying out of your seat on that hill. The top hat in the back row gives some great ejector airtime, while in the front row you'll get some good flow ejector airtime going down it. The outer bank right after the top hat is a really good element as well. More flow ejector than ejector, but overall still an amazing element. Then you make a sharp turn after that, and you go into a 0G stall, and the hang time is insane on that element, and you get whipped right into it. And when you're whipped out of it, you get absolutely thrown out of your seat. Like, you get some really good airtime once you're thrown out of that element. There's a turn before the end, like there's these 2 snappy turns that are very whippy, and then the part of the ride before the end, like that wave turn, is insane. You get flung, and I mean flung out of your seat on that element. Like, you are out of your seat for a good 3 seconds. It is insane. Like, the airtime is just so strong. Also, I love the restraints on this ride. These might be the best restraints on any coaster I've ridden. They give you so much room that you are just able to get so much. You're able to feel the airtime on this ride, and it's just amazing. I got a front row ride on Pantheon at night, and I could say that was insane. You can't see anything when you're riding it at night. It's like just insane. And it was kind of raining a bit when I rode it at night, so that was also insane too, when I was in the front row and just raining. And it was hauling too at night. And I don't know why people say this thing looks to go slow. Don't judge it off the POVs. You have to ride this thing to yourself to feel the speed, and it feels a lot faster when you're riding it, and it's very well paced in my opinion. Overall, this is just the absolutely perfect coaster. It does everything I want a coaster to do. It's very intense. Like, it really is very intense. I know that most people say that it's not the most intense coaster out there, but I found it to be it's one of the most intense coasters I've ridden. It's just absolutely insane, and it's extremely aggressive as well. So now I think it's time we take a ride on Pantheon. Oh, I actually forgot to mention real quick. Let me tell you one other thing about this ride. For some reason, you're not allowed to bring, like, glasses with a strap on, or, like, eye views with a strap on. You're also not really allowed to bring GoPros on this ride now. I don't know why, but when I went, they said that. I think because they don't want any loose articles, like, at all, even if there's, like, a strap or a mount to it on this ride. Not sure what's with that policy, but it's not that big of a deal. I really did want to get a POV of this, but I wasn't able to, so that kind of sucks, but I guess it's all right. But overall, this is just an absolutely amazing coaster. It's perfect, as I said. Top 3 coaster at the moment for me, for sure. I love this ride so much. And I think now it's time we take a ride on Pantheon. So first you exit out of the station, and then you go into an S-bend right here, and then you hit the launch right here. And this launch is actually very powerful. You get pinned in the back of your seat on that launch, and you get some really good hang time on this inversion right here. Then make a turn right here and go into these 2 twisted airtime hills, which actually gives some surprisingly good airtime. Then you hit the second launch right here, go over this hill at first, and then you hit the launch right here, go up the top hat, and then you go roll back down the top hat right here, and then you go backwards over this hill, and the ejector airtime right there and right here is so strong. It's unbelievable. Then you go up the backward spike, get some good floater up there, and then you go back over this hill, which is extremely strong ejector again. And then over the top hat, if you're in the back row, you'll get some ejector going down the top hat. In the front row, you'll get ejector going over it. Make a turn right here, go through the outer bank right here, which you'll get some good, really good flow ejector airtime right there. Then a turn right here. Then you'll whip into the 0G stall and whip right out. And when you whip right out, you get some really good airtime right there. And then right here is this very snappy turn. And then another wave turn right there, which gives really good sustained airtime. So Pantheon is just overall an absolutely amazing ride. I love it so much. And that's why I got to get Pantheon a 10 out of 10. Oh, as I said, this is my number 3 coaster overall, only behind Intimidator 305 and Steel Vengeance. But this ride is just overall perfect. Like, it does everything I want a coaster to do. It's extremely intense. It's extremely aggressive. It's very whippy. It's just it's fast paced. It's just overall amazing. So yeah, that is my review on Pantheon at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. What do you think of Pantheon if you've rode it yet? Tell me in the comments below. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. Make sure to like this video. Also subscribe to the channel. And I will see you all next time. Keep coasting on my coaster demons. Peace.